Welcome to the Bahrain International Circuit. Any moment now, our drivers will take to the track and the Bahrain Grand Prix will begin. We go racing today around 3.36 miles of the magnificent Bahrain International Circuit, with 15 corners and 2 good passing opportunities into turns 1 and 4. Keep an eye out for drivers locking the front left tyre into the tricky braking zone of turn 10. And as always, a man with plenty of racing experience joins me in the commentary box.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Formula 4 Racing. Well, a couple of shout-outs before we go, get into it, good and proper. 2.5's baby boy, Huxley, turned 4 a couple of weeks ago, and I finally remembered. Happy birthday, Huxley. And he's 4 years old a couple of weeks ago, so young man will be a recruit one day, but nevertheless, we will push on. And another one to my co-commentator, Mr. Statman 2.0. Hello there, Housey, and his family, of course, have, been struck by the pandemic and unfortunately have contracted COVID on the mend, and Bobden has just subscribed. Thank you very much. That will change, folks. The widgets aren't quite ready yet, but they will be very, very, very shortly. And and here is a bit of a special moment, something that I've been waiting for a very, very long time now. This lad has been a co-commentator of mine for a very, very long time, and he's been struck down with, got diagnosed with MS. As Mr. Fury Strat subscribes, 2.5 subscribes. Have a look at this. They're all coming in thick and fast, but I've got to get this intro out of the way, guys, because, the man to the left of me, Mr. Mad G, returns to the commentary box after a bit of a few-month hiatus, of course, being diagnosed with MS, and now he's back. He's bounced back, and I'll tell you what, mate, looking forward to this one. To be back in the box with you is a treat yet again, my friend. Welcome.
That's it, yeah, I'm back. How mad is that? I'm actually here, I'm back.
You certainly are, mate.
Recovering. I'm back, and this is going to be epic. I mean, God, it's been forever, and now I can roast some people again. I've missed roasting.
You absolutely have, and there's another gift. I can't quite read that one. No, that's 2.5 has gifted a sub. Droftas has subscribed. 2.5 subscribed. Mr. Fury Strat, Bopton, Janoku, See Me Skate. Wow, they've come in thick and fast, and we appreciate that one. Absolutely brilliant from all of you lads out there. But yes, we've got the first one to blink is Smakinda here, Maggie. Now, we've got some history with a lot of these drivers, as you're well aware, of course, involved with me in other leagues yesteryear, of course. This is the first time we get to see these bloody brilliant liveries out on track, my friend. And I've been looking forward to this moment for quite some time, mate.
Yeah, no, honestly, like I said, just being back here is just it's just another level right now. So it'd be nice to see what these guys can do, see what I've missed. Have a look at these liveries as Smakinda's in this green thing.
That's Team Jaguar. That is there, my friend.
Well, it's not Jaguar colours. It needs to be darker.
Yeah. Well,
it's not British Racing Green, is it?
And there it is. There it is, of course. The opinionated opinions have already started flying, but Smakinda prepping his car.
The roasting begins.
Yeah, quite nicely there, Maggie. And he's about to get this one underway, of course. Yes, I'm also looking forward to seeing, look, I'm not biased at all, as Ramsel's loving you calling it the green thing there, Maggie. But yes, that is Team Jaguar. As Ramsel,
I don't know these colours, so yeah.
Yeah, you'll get into the swing of things, of course. As looking forward to seeing. Look, no bias, but Team Hello Kitty, and that is Mr. Fury Strat, who's just starting his lap. Looking forward to seeing what that livery looks under lights. We'll flick to him shortly, just after Smakinda completes his lap, of course, Maggie. But I'll tell you what, mate, it's awesome just having you in the box. That voice, of course, I'll give you a little bit of history, folks. And, yeah, a little bit of history is that Mad G and myself, like I said, we've done plenty of commentary sessions before. And there was once upon a time where he used to get up...
your net man, Mr. Fury Strut. He's actually crashed out.
Oh, no, that is no good. And, well, there you go. Xerxes just gifted 5 tier 1 subs. Xerxes putting his hand in his pocket. Oh, have a look at this hype train, boys. Woohoo! What level are we up to? I think it's level 3, folks. As, I'm first level 2 completed, up to level 3. And, let's have a look at this. Just recently got affiliated for this channel and looking forward to taking it to the next level, of course, guys. But Smakinda, first one to set a time. It's a 125.6 there, Magic.
Yeah, he's done a really good time on there, so it'd be nice to see what everyone else does.
Exactly right. Now, there is the Hello Kitty livery under lights. Have a look at it as Droftas has just gifted 2 tier 1 subs. And, the working man, of course. Come on, Droftas. You're better than that. Dig deep, son. Dig deep. We're at level 4, folks. And that is amazing. But yes, Shacky Boy, here he is there in Team Hello Kitty. And that livery, mate. Oh, get us a good camera angle, please. And there it is. Have a look at that. Is absolutely stunning under these lights. As, this has started off well, is what Mr. Fury Strat is saying. Yes, unfortunately, mate, you are out, of course. But yes, it's all in your name there, Fury, as we do touch on, mate. You love an aggressive strat, and look forward to seeing you bounce your way through this grid, of course, if you possibly can do so. But yeah, here he is, the man who won the Grand Prix last week, I do believe, and that is Shacky Boy, Team Hello Kitty. Now, him and Macedonian and Mr. Fury Strat, to be fair, are all part of this team. Same with Suicide 5. Now, these boys have started to hit their straps. I haven't had a chance to put the championship tables up, but Shaq gets us underway with a 1 minute 26.077. Now, behind him also is there's a lot of guys on their outlets, but I do believe...
actually, I'm going to say this, and I might be wrong, but Keotonic, I don't know.
Keotonic.
I'm just going to say catatonic, but never mind.
As there you go. So, yeah. So, Ramsel's just, probably to pay for your chiropractor bills, Ramsel, always looking up at the ceiling there. But yes, a 126.9, that is a bit of an in-house joke. Of course, Ramsel was caught out last season in another league, stuck overseas, and, the TV was pointed square at the ceiling, and, he built himself a little standing pad with some pillows and stuff like that. I'll tell you what, folks, it was absolutely hilarious. Every time I think of the lad, I always laugh and always remember those moments. But we will push on, Mad G. We will push on. Who is next in the queue, my friend?
Certainly, yeah. He said, I believe it's Johnny and 4, and I think that's golf racing, I believe.
That is correct. Golf racing, it certainly is. As there is Mr. Amigo himself, infamous Pillars, and he was having a bit of crazy talk. As give him a bit of a shout out too. I had a bit of a chat with him via DMs, of course. Now he's got his leg up at the moment. He's done himself a mischief playing football as the lad. And he's home for a couple of months, and I reckon he'll be sweating it out pretty hard, trying to defend this UK title that he hangs on to. He sleeps with overnight, of course, does Pills. As there you go. Jadoku has just gifted 5 tier 1 subs. Jadoku, he's put his hand in deep. As here we go, Johnny M4 about to set his time. It is a 125.9, and that puts him P2.
And thank you, Jadoku, who actually gifted me a sub.
Well,
I'm now subscribed.
There you go.
Uh,
Yeah, well, it's getting that way, Xerxes, but we love it. We absolutely love it. And we praise all the boys and girls out there who have, well, put their hand up and decided to give us a bit of a shout out. Throw us your support, of course. We do not expect it. We absolutely love it. We'll give you a bit of a shout out on the stream. But yes, the Stig sets a 1 minute 26.7 there, G-Man. And that, at the moment, is good enough for P6.
yeah, it is. I mean, there's some cracking little times coming in there. I mean, doing really well. I mean, what we're talking about here is 2 seconds between the 8 that I've gotten set lap so far. As Bozza doesn't set a lap, abandons it instead. I think it's Nodsty. Is it? No,
that
it's not.
Old
It's
Boy.
it's Old Boy.
26.4. So
It is a 26.
Old Boy has. I think he's maybe completed 1 race. He will get there, of course. He was a bit late getting onto the game, was Old Boy, but he will fire up. No questions asked. I'll tell you what, though, it's just an absolute pleasure to have no update prior to us going live. I know all the boys in the server are absolutely thrilled. No more than myself, of course, G-Man. But Macedonian sets a 1 minute 26.1, and that, have a look at that. The 2 Hello Kitties, P5, P6, albeit a Q1 session, Maggie, but so far looking pretty good.
Yeah. Here comes Nodsty. Nodsty. Oh, I can't say names. Don't worry about that.
That's all right, mate. Nodsty's a 26.0, and I do believe Suicide 5 is starting his lap. There is Bopton, of course, currently out there on track at the moment. He's about to set his first run now, and that is a 26.7 as Droftas has just cheered 100 bits. Woohoo! Droftas, welcome back. How well? I'm surprised he's got reception. He's out there camping with his family, I do believe. And, well, there you go. So,
I bet you the money. I bet you the money. He's found the restaurant with free Wi-Fi, sitting there with the breakfast. That's what it is.
Wouldn't surprise. Well, I mean, Droftas, he would. I'm sure he's having a bit of a chuckle, but if you know Droftas, that does not sound like him. But anyway, we'll push on. Suicide 5 currently out there on a lap in Sector 2 at the moment there, Maggie. And, well, he's got much traffic in front of him. I'm just trying to figure out who else is there on a time.
Tell you what, Beans is about to come across the line. Here comes the Beans.
Thank you, mate.
And he goes P3. So this is good for, is it Jaguar Racing? They've got P2, 3 and 5 at the moment.
Yeah, so far they're
P12,
doing a fantastic job. As, well, let's just touch on it too, of course. Bopton he's out there on track at the moment. Not too sure if he's on a timed run or not. We're going to stay with him because we're going to talk a little bit about him.
Suicide 5ers. In Hello Kitty. Hello Kitty.
Thank you, mate. As he sets a 1 minute 26.4. But yeah, with Bopton, he's a new full-time driver, of course. He is the new Pot 4 driver for Golf Racing. And, well, the new Pot 1 driver for Team Jaguar is Mr. McKinder. Of course, you do recognise those names from being reserves, of course. And, yes, they have taken the plunge. And they are now full-time drivers, Maggie. Looking forward to seeing these boys strut their stuff. Now, while we've got you with us, I'm just going to, albeit still 6.5 minutes, I'm going to bring up some championship tables for you guys and girls at home. Now, at the moment, the combined tables, there you go. That is the Drivers' Championships tables of the Australian side, and Nodsty leads this one. There you go. You can see it for yourself, folks, and that is exactly where they're all at. And that is, sorry, folks, get a couple of screens there. I do apologise. There is the combined championship tables, of course, folks. And at the moment, Hello Kitty leading this one by 1 point over Rockstar Racing on, 282 versus 281. Monster Energy just behind on 276. Jaguar Racing up there on 232. And Golf Racing, well, they've just started to wake up now, have the Golf boys. And they are starting to climb that championship table. And, well, great to see. They're definitely a team to watch. They've got some classic, some really, really good drivers in that group. As Jadoku has just cheered 1,000 bits. Thank you very, very much, Jadoku. That is legendary stuff from you. But Bozza starts us off. But Nat Hammer is on a timed run. He is yet to set a time. Look at all the lads in the pit lane there, guys. And we are approaching the end of Q1. And where we're looking at is obviously 17 through to 20. We have already lost Mr. Fury Strat, unfortunately, as we are watching Nat Hammer, Monster Energy. Another great looking livery is that one under lights. As Nat Hammer crosses the line, he sets a 1 minute 25.5.
P2.
Mad G, yeah, fantastic. Awesome stuff as 2-5 gets himself finally underway on a flying run. But yes, Bozza is furthest along now. Oh, I do apologise. Bozza won the Grand Prix. No, Bozza P2 last week. Yeah, Bozza P2 last week. Or he won. I can't remember, folks. I do apologise. But yes, he was up there. He's got 2 podiums in a row as the Bozman. And here he is. There he is, actually, in golf racing, strutting his stuff. Now, as we do touch on, he won. Thank you very much, X. Yes, of course, the memory ain't what it used to be. And yes, I do belong in a museum. But fantastic stuff. We've reached a level 4 hype train, ladies and gentlemen. And thank you very much for all the support you have thrown our way over the short journey so far. And let's hope it's a long one, of course. But yes, Bozza coming around this last corner now. And of course, well, you want to call it a last corner, but it's actually a double corner, that last one there. As Bozza sets a 1 minute 26.0 there, Mad G.
P7.
And yes, exactly right, P7. Now, Brad Tay, yet to see him, and there he is on a timed run. Now, second last and last corner right about now. There he goes there. Rockstar Racing now. Well, you're the man of the papaya, and that's as close as papaya we're going to get, Mad G. But he sets a 1 minute 26.2, and that is P13, mate.
It is, and 2-5 goes P15. So you've got some guys that need to get some times in here. You got Bobton, the Stig, Blue Dog, and Catatonic, dude. Sorry, mate, if you watch on, I just can't say name.
That's all right, mate. No stress at all. No stress at all. Catatonic, dude. That's brilliant. That nickname might even stick there, Maggie. But yes.
So Nodsy's retired now from the session, so he believes his 26-0 is good enough. I don't know. There's a long way to go, and say Blue Dog's on the lap now, and it's not pie, mate. It's orange.
Yeah, well, I tried to sneak one in there for you, mate, but I think we're just going to have to stick with the classic magentas. And well, thank you very much, Housey. Yes. Bozza, Macedonian, and Nat Hammer. Well, yeah, no, Nodsty got moved up to there after the stewarding and all that sort of stuff. But yes, there you go. Bozza did win last week. And, well, doing a phenomenal job is the Bozman. But here comes Blue Dog, of course. That time there of a 1 minute 26.8 is not representative of what this bloke has got on to offer. Now, he just wants to get through Q1, just knock these sessions over, and he's actually been... Well, I was going to say quite consistent. He hasn't had a great last couple. He's gone wide, but the track keeps him all green. So we're just going to keep an eye on good old Blue Dog here. Of course, he is in the drop zone, and let's just see if he can make a change on this, well, the elimination zone, of course, in this Q1 session. But Blue Dog crosses the line, and he sets a 26.5 there, Maggie. Puts him P15.
P15, but he's the man at risk, so to speak. And I say Bobton's on lap now, so we'll see what it does. There's a few others on laps as well.
Yeah,
just got to see what Bobton does here.
Suicide 5's on a lap as well, and let's just see if he can. Yeah, he certainly is. He's pushing like crazy. Oh no, he's going in the pit lane. As you talk him up, that's what they do. Remember the good old days. So yeah, we've got Johnny M4 currently out there at the moment. He's on another run. Is he going in the pit lane, or is he going to set this time? No, he's going to set this time. So Johnny M4 crosses the line. He sets a 1 minute 25.8, and that is P5 as we flick back down to the Bopton. There he is there. And, well, if we're to believe that screen there at the second split, he's almost level pegging. Has he beaten his previous best? Woohoo, just by 2/10. 2/10, Mad G, and that puts him up in a P15.
This is interesting. Like I said, Blue Dog's now fallen to drop zone. I don't think he's got enough time to come out. He hasn't. That's it. Blue Dog's out. Blue Dog is out of qualifying.
He certainly is, and well, Blue Dog won't be happy. The track map is red. He will. Oh no, hang on a minute. He can get to that line if he's got enough fuel, but his fuel light is screaming at him. I think he's made a bit of an error, and yes, he's going in the pit lane. You are right, Maggie. He is out of this session, and that is a big blow for the Blue Dog.
So I'm looking at a guy down in P19, Catatonic or something. This is Catatonic, dude. It's hard to speak and get words out at times of what I'm going through, so, you know, sometimes difficult. But anyways, on P19, there's a lot now. So let's see what we can come up with, because I say there's yellow flags everywhere. People trying to slow down and get out of the way is... that's nothing new.
Yeah, well, it certainly is, mate. It certainly is nothing new. just like the good old days where your favourite track was, what was it? It was Japan in the wet. It was Japan on the wet, wasn't it?
I don't know, I wasn't there, because I was in Austria.
No, your favourite track. As well, there you go, that is Aylin. And, well, Godfrey has just subscribed. Thank you very much for your subscription, mate. I hope you're well on this Monday morning for you guys as
Coyote's made it. Coyote has made it.
Just by the skin of his teeth, Edgy. A 26.1 puts him up in a P13. Where is the Stig? Let's have a look at the Stig. He's the only one that can change this running order here, Maggie. Change this elimination zone. Well, he's four and a half tenths up.
That'll put him safe, but only just.
Let's just see what he's just got to keep it all together in this these last two corners, these last two right-handers. DRS zone approaching. There he goes. He clicks the button. Rear wing wide open. Crosses the line. It's a 26.3 P15.
So there you have it.
Wow, he's just dropped Suicide
5. Yeah, Suicide 5. Bobton Blue Dog 2-5. Well, of course, Mr. Fury strapped because he crashed, but that's his fault. All the rest are out of Q1.
Well, there you go. And that is it, Maggie. That is the Q1 session done and dusted. And, well, a more important Q2 session to follow as we just pay a bit of homage to the chat as, well, only through... Okay, so there's a bit of a chat regarding how many subs did we get during the hype train. Well, I'll tell you right now there, X, it will be... Let me have to count them out, mate. Hang on a second. 1,
2.
Wow, oh, Jesus, you gave predicted 1, 2.
12. I don't know.
19. 19. I do believe. If that, oh no, 20 now. 20. 20. 20 if that's to be correct.
I'm getting blamed. I'm getting blamed for the commentator's curse. I'm sorry, I'm not driving. You crashed, you're out. Bye-bye. You control it, I don't.
Yeah, that's right. He don't stand for it there, Mr. Fury. He will point the finger squarely right at your face and say, no, sir, it was you. As we say, oh, who is that? That is Sunnica. I think I've said that right. Hello, welcome to the stream. Yes, this is Formula 4 Racing. We have just witnessed Q1. And we do have our drop zone. We're going to run through. Oh, there you go. And a new follower as well. Thank you for following. And we do appreciate that. But we'll go through this drop zone, folks, while we've got this all here. And yes, Suicide 5 out. Bopton out. Blue Dog out. 2-5 and Mr. Fury Strat all out of this session, which I tell you what, bit of an eye-opening moment right there, boys and girls.
It is. I mean, some guys wonder where he's a Spanish flag and one's got a Ukrainian flag. Well, whatever floats your boat.
Well, I'll tell you what, maybe Mofo did a bit of a flex in that session with a 1 minute 25.0. Absolutely head and shoulders above the rest of the field. But I know these boys have got their hands in their pockets, not revealing too much. As Xerxes has gifted another sub. Jesus, Xerxes is digging deep. Have a look at the lad. That is fantastic stuff. Yeah, there you go. Gifted another sub to Sunnica. And there you go. Well... absolutely brilliant. Yeah, I know, mate. I know. It's always good to have fun on the stream, though, Zerx, and I'm sure you're well aware of that, my friend. But yes, we will push on. I'll bring up all these telemetries for you guys, and well, Q2 underway, 15-minute session, folks, and looking forward to seeing, well, the boys. Obviously, the strategic session, this one, Maggie, what they set their fastest time
is
what they will start the Grand Prix on that tyre compound, of course. But we will push on, of course. Yeah, these boys know exactly what the score is, as Bozza is the first one to blink in this Q2 session. And he's...
Seriously, X, you just asked to do stuff cost money? Yes, they do.
I'll just gift about 15 of them and then I'll ask the question. Oh, no,
And don't cry when you find out.
Yeah. Phone bill,
You know,
phone
gifting
bill through
five.
the roof.
Well, yeah, he's got to pay about 75 quid to his phone bill now, so yeah.
Yeah. No, X is a one of the men behind the scenes here, of course, at this magnificent league here at Formula 4, and well, does his thing. He's the creator of that intro video. To be fair to the lad, and well, all the accolades definitely go his way. Does his thing, does X. He's quite a good lad. Goes about his business and never complains about too much work, does the guy. But yes, we will push on. As, yes, Ramsell having a bit of a giggle. And yes, well, there you go. Yeah, well, there you go. Exactly right, X. Exactly right. So, yes, nevertheless, yes, here comes Bozza. And Boz will be the first one to start us underway here in Q2 here, Maggie.
Yeah, no, it's brilliant. I mean, like I said, seeing all these cars and all these liveries on the track makes me think about my livery I've got for my own team on this game. It's like,
What, getting some ideas, are you, mate?
No, just a revamp. It needs to be redone.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's black, it's white, it's red. Proper colours.
Yeah, proper colour. Here he goes. All right, now, come on. Surely we're not listening to anything proper about your great self there, Mr. Magic.
Well, it's like listening to you, mate. I mean, come on. I'm British, for God's sake. We are proper.
Oh, there it is. It's the same thing as like it was coming home. I don't know where it went home, or it took a detour somewhere via Italy. But we will push. We will push
on. Well, it's better than Australia. It just never turned up.
I do apologise to all our UK friends out there. They're probably all. Yeah.
Listen, guys. Come next year in Qatar for the World Cup. Yeah. This is all the Australians saying, "Oh, we lost again. Yeah. We're not getting anything."
Well, we're minnows. It's okay. We can handle it. But anyway, Boz.
Yeah, we're minnows. Get used to it.
That's all right. As long as we're not pretenders to pretend to win and lose, but it's okay. We will push on.
Oh, I'm sorry. Mr.
As Bozza says, at 1 minute 28.2. As One Slick Mofo will be next, but he doesn't look like he's going too quick. No, he's not. He's slowed right up as One Slick Mofo. That's a banker
lap. He still goes faster than the Stig. There's a 26.9.
Well, I reckon the optimum tide is there. Look at them all creeping over the line, playing funny buggers with their strategic options, of course. These guys all know that the prime tire to start this Grand Prix on will be the mediums. And, well, yeah, there you go, folks. These guys are playing funny buggers, just trying to set a couple of nice sectors and then back right off towards the end to see if they can catch any of their competitors out. Absolutely brilliant from a couple. We are on board with Smakinda. Smakinda in this very technical second sector. Downhill braking to the left. A lot of people overshoot that simply for the fact, excuse me, it is downhill braking. This corner's absolutely fantastic as Smakinda approaches it. Fourth gear usually. Yes, there you go. Clipping apexes ever so slightly on the power. And
well, Allboy is going to be next to come over anyway. So
thank you, mate.
It's going to be Allboy. It's going to set a time anyway. So here comes it now. It's just come out the double right-hander. And goes P3 with that 27.9.
These times are
I think it is going to be.
These times are all bankers. I think it might be Smakinda. Let's just see what he does. Coming towards the line. No, he's slower. He's not as quick as what he could be. Or is he going to be? He's going to set it. He's going to set it. It's a 25.4. And, well, there you go. He's maybe looking to start on the soft compound. And, well, they're very, very interesting there from Smakinda, as I will flick back down the order, as I do believe Macedonian is currently out there on track, on a lap. He most certainly is, donning that red striped tyre there, Mad G. Of course, that being the soft compound. Now, Team Hello Kitty, I mean, well, such a fetching livery. I love it. Under lights, that is absolutely superb. But donning the number 91 is Mr. Macedonian. Let's just see what he does. If he peels off into the pit lane, no, he's going to set a banker lap, it is a 26.7. So, yep, that is exactly what's happening out there on track at the moment there, folks. These boys setting bankers, of course, like I did touch on ever so slightly just before.
He's about to start.
Yes, certainly, mate.
No, it's Johnny and 4.
Johnny and 4.
And Chase Dane. Johnny and 4's just gone into the first couple of corners, and I say Chase Dane's literally right behind him, but both on different tyres, so see if Chase Dane can catch him, but I don't know.
Not too sure.
We do.
There's still 8.5 minutes remaining in this session, though, Mad G. Johnny and 4, not new to Grand Prix racing, of course, as all these guys are not new to Grand Prix racing. But yeah, on the mediums, of course, he's maybe gone, well, if you ask me, gone on them a little bit early. If you do ask me, I'd wait a little bit for the track to rubber in to get some more heat into it, of course. And yeah, then chuck the mediums on and have a good old crack. But hey, what do I know?
A little bit more heat.
Yeah, well,
it's Bahrain, mate.
A little bit more rubber. A little bit more rubber as Smakinda has left the session. What is going on there, Smakinda? He's got multiple invites, I do believe. Smakinda, if you do need an extra one, just message in the Twitch chat. I will see it and I'll send you another invite, my friend. But yeah, there you go. Smakinda said come up, left the session. But Johnny M4 on a lap on the mediums. Second last and last corner now. There he goes there. And power down DRS zone approaching. There it is, folks. And Johnny M4 crosses the line with a 1 minute 27.086. I just missed Chasey, but Chasey sets, what did he set? I've got to go to the, what's on, fastest lap at 1 minute 26.2, and that puts him P2 there, Maggie.
That's a good time, but I'm thinking all these guys are doing these kind of laps on the softs. You're thinking they're going to chuck on the mediums. They're not going to get those times. So some of these guys are kind of shot themselves in the foot, trying to do bank on the soft and find out it's actually quicker.
Yeah, exactly right. So, yeah, very, very interesting. Well, we definitely know the top end of this grid all set very, very slow soft laps. They've all opted to go onto the mediums, all sitting in the garage there. Excuse me. Of course, just watching the timing screen and watching this track and the boys go around and just trying to find that gap when they should come out on track, of course. But I'm going to focus on the bottom end here, Mad G. And one of the lads is Rip the Beans. Now, yet to set a time, of course, in this session. Behind him, I do believe is Kyotonic. It most certainly is. But we're going to stick with Beansy here just to see what he can do, of course. Yet to set a time in Q2.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Find out in a minute what he can do. Because not only, Darkness Abyss also hasn't set a lap. And he's still in the pit lane.
Yeah, well, there you go. There's still 6 minutes remaining. They're doing about a 1 minute 25-ish. Do you outlap in and say, we'll just say to be safe, a 1 minute 40. Just say to be safe. I dare say you wouldn't want to leave the garage any later than 2 minutes remaining, I say. So just to make sure you get around with enough time to spare. And I'll tell you what, you put the pressure on yourself because it's only one flyer. If you invalidate it, it is game over. But nevertheless, we are with Rip the Beans. Rip the Beans coming up to that finish line. He sets a 1 minute 26.6 on the medium, and that is P4, Mad G.
Here comes Kyotonic. He's just come around the last corner now. Let's see if he can pop out. He's on a soft, so he should be fairly way up, and he goes P2 with 25.8.
Exactly right. So Nat Hammer currently out there as well. Shaq is there as well. He's 3/10 up. Yeah, there you go. So these boys are, about to show us their hand on the medium, I dare say, right about now, Mad G. As Shaq's coming around that last corner, absolutely flying is the lad to this start finish line. He sets a 1 minute 26.3 on the medium, P4, and the highest of the medium runners at the moment.
And I think you got Nat Hammer about to come over. No, he's not coming over. Yes, he is. Here he comes. And he does. 26.9.
26.9, mate.
8.
as Nodsty's on the soft here, Mad G. He's a lot quicker than he's been previous. He's going to, well, there you go. That is Nodsty showing us that he's going to start on that soft compound. We've got the Stig currently out there in the middle sector, just trying to find out who is furthest along. Rip the Beans has invalidated, of course, Johnny M4 in the pit lane. So we're going to focus on these guys down the bottom. Old Boy's currently out there as well. He's just getting us underway on his timed run. There is the Stig. Well, there you go. He's nearly 9/10 slower. He's got that all wrong. Got that absolutely all wrong. And I wonder if he's going to charge everything back up and have another crack. He's definitely got the fuel to go again, Mad G. But I will flick back down to Old Boy because he's sitting in P11 at the moment. We have just over 4 minutes remaining. I can't quite tell. There is a yellow flag in Sector 2. That is for Team Hello Kitties. Old Boy's lost it.
Whoa.
Old Boy's lost it. And how did he keep the wheels of that car? That is amazing. How did he keep the wheels of that car?
He kept the wheels on, but part of the wing's gone.
Yeah.
You're pushing out too much. I mean,
yeah.
Can he make it back at the wing change, get back out again? We don't know.
I don't know. That's the risk you run. Well, that's the risk you take when you leave it.
You've got Bradtay on the track now, and he's got Bozza right behind him. So Bozza playing a little tricks here to get a slipstream off Bradtay, but can he get close enough? See what happens.
Yes. Us vapors get a breath of fresh air. We do apologise, folks. But yes, Brad Tay.
We don't care. We don't care.
Brad Tay approaching the second sector. Oh, he got a bit of a tail slide, but held onto it and lost a monumental amount of time. 2.5 tenths down on his previous best of a 1 minute 33.1. He's a lot quicker than that. He must have slowed up a heap in this third sector, of course. Let's just see what time he does Mr. Brad Tay. This is Rockstar Racing. Crosses the line. He sets a 1 minute 27.096.
And Bradtay goes. Oh, Bradtay's doing another lap. Wait, what? I've lost it. Oh yeah, it was Bozza on it. He's P9.
That's all right, Bozza. Yes, he set a 1 minute 26.7.
Guess who's coming round now? It's Mofo, and he's half a second up on his time at the moment.
So there you go, Mofo. And we do know that Mofo backed well and truly off at that, on his first run here, albeit on the softs. It was just a banker lap. He knows this. This is where he'll make up all this time. Let's just see what Mofo can do. Mofo's going to do a bit of a flex. He sets a 1 minute 26.1 on the medium, and that puts him P4, Mad G.
It certainly does. I say, he's had some cracking times for the medium runners, but top three are going to have to pull away so much before they have to come to the pit stops.
Well, that's the risk you run running. Bless you, Mad G, but yes, that's the risk you run. That is the risk.
I blame the Aussies. I'm allergic to Aussies, sorry.
That's all good, mate. That is all good. Macedonian currently out there on track at the moment. 3/10 slower than his previous best, but as we do know, that I do believe that time.
There's one.
Sorry,
I've looked out for, and he's finally come on the track, and it's Darkness Abyss.
Yes.
He's finally on track.
He finally did make a venture out on track. But Macedonian sitting in P9. Oh, he's got a tank slapper, and I reckon, well, this might be a hell of a lot slower than he's just lost so much time at different stages throughout this lap of his. As Bozza's going to set, well, he's going to go have another crack, is Bozza. He's on another run now, so he just did a bit of a charge-up lap, and away Bozza will go. Yes, there is Macedonian, and it looks like he ain't going to improve on that previous run. Currently 3.5 tenths down on his previous best, as Darkness Abyss finally gets himself underway. But we'll flip back.
Bradtay is out. He's gone in the pits. He's given up. And they got the Stig also on a fast lap as well. So you got two Jaguar cars trying to push around the track, so down at P12 and 15 respectively. Let's see what happens. I mean, Old Boy's still on his out lap.
Well, we've got
he
10,
might
8,
just get
7,
over line.
6. He's going to make that line, and only just. I'll tell you what, Old Boy loves leaving it late. But I'm going to flick back up to Macedonian, and well, he's going to start his last run now. Shaq sets a one. Well, it doesn't improve. He's still on a 1 minute 26.3, I do believe, and that's P6 at the moment for the lad. So he can go again.
Nat Hammer is out. Nat Hammer is out. He didn't cross line in time. He's out.
Ouch, ouch, ouch. So that is one driver well and truly out of position, as we do know. So, well, there you go. Xerxes is in the chat. No, is what he's saying for his, well, his Aussie compatriot. But yes, he's sitting in P11 there's X, as you well know. That is a free tyre choice, baby. But yes, we are watching the Stig, and the Stig's sitting in P12. Let's just see if he can make a bit of a dent here. Then we'll flick to Old Boy, because these two lads are the only ones that can change this drop zone. Let's just see what the Stig can do. He's about to cross the line any second now, and he sets a 1 minute 26.4 P8. P8 there, Magi. Fantastic stuff, as Darkness Abyss is out as well with a 27.1. But we are watching Old Boy, currently 8/10 up on his previous best. Old Boy is sending it. Let's go, Old Boy. The Team Banana Bend, well, he used to be anyway. That is Rockstar Racing. And yes, donning the number 75 is Old Boy. And crosses the line. He says a 26.7. The timing screen's gone. We'll have to wait. We'll have to wait. Did he survive, Magi? I think he might have just. I
don't know. He's in the orange orangutan. There we go. He's got an name.
And no, he did not.
P12.
He's P12. He's out of this session. So, Nodsty, I tell you what, Nodsty, Team Rockstar Racing, mate, his shoulders must be getting sore. He's always up there and thereabouts. His teammates are...
Yeah, his shoulders might be getting sore, but he's on the softs.
Yeah, he's on the softs. And Smakinda, wow, look at that. 0.006 of a second separates the Team Rockstar and the Team Jaguar cars. Kyotonic in P3 there. Monster Energy with a 125.8. So fantastic times from those boys. But yes, well, the softs will die very, very quickly, and the medium runners will definitely come into their own. This is an easy, quite comfortable one stop here, folks. Medium soft is my preferred option around here, and well, I dare say it's a lot of others as well. Or a soft medium. The hard compound, you tend to lose a lot of time through the second sector, in my opinion, and well, the hard compound is, well, one of those tyres that you try to avoid at all costs there, folks. But yes, we will push on. Now, this is the pointy end of the qualifying session, Q3, and no more sandbagging, no more tactics. This is just show us what you've got, gentlemen. Of course, they all tend to go out, do a one-lap fly. I go back in the pit lane. There's a bit of a lull. We get to talk a little bit, and then they all come out and give us...
You get to talk, I don't.
They give us...
And it's Macedonian. Macedonian is coming out and is Mr. Hello Kitty livery.
Yeah, I know you love that name. It's one of the first things that Magi said to me when he came into the commentary box. He's like, Hello Kitty, really? I'm like, yes, mate, yes. So that is what the boys
Let's see
decided.
if this cat can scratch. And it's got claws.
Well, I think we're playing with danger going along that vernacular, of course, in an online world. But yes, Bozza.
Dude,
Bozza takes
do you really think I care?
No, I know you don't, but I got to put it out there anyway. Bozza is there.
You put out there, and I feed it more. I feed it more.
Of course you do.
Anyway, Gulf Racing.
Yes, Golf Racing, Magi. And, well, Bozza is haven't really put too much in. You tend to warm up the tyres through here anyway. The corners load you up pretty much well and proper. It's just a matter of the brakes being up to temperature, of course, for that turn one hard braking zone. The hardest braking point on this track at this very particular circuit. And yeah, turn one braking zone, of course, is where it's all at. And let's just see how Bozza approaches the start of this lap, Magi.
I'll definitely see what he does anyway. As at the same time I have my dinner.
It's all about priorities, Magi says. But yes, Bozza, well, he's hugging that inside line, opens it up ever so slightly.
I got a schedule.
There is a bump there, folks, that you don't want to hit. you're going to see this track map light up magenta, magenta, magenta as I pay more homage to the man of Mad G. But yes, there you go, Bozza. Bozza up the hill, downhill braking now. Now, it's very, very tricky to get this right, but he absolutely nails it. A little bit too much curb there, if you ask me, but on the power, short shift, away you go. Let's go, Bozza. Golf Racing now, fourth gear into this sweeping left-hander as he approaches the end of Sector 2. Now, you want to stay off this curb on the right-hand side. You touch that, and around she goes. Now, this corner here coming up is very tricky. He takes a lot of inside curb is what you want to do. It's unsettled the car ever so slightly, and he's probably lost a tenth or two coming out of that corner. Now, the last couple of corners, here they are, this double right-hander. Very easy to get greedy and run wide, hit that serrated curb, and lose all that good work you've done. But here comes Bozza. Bozza in this Q3 session sets a 1 minute 25.6, and that is top of the timing charts, albeit the first one is Beansy, sets a 25.61, and then it's coming in quick and fast. There is Nodsty with a 25.3, if you don't mind, and Macedonian with a 25.7. Poof. And I think it might be Chasey Dane who is next. Yes, it certainly is. And I tell you what, that helmet stands out from the rest. It is red up against a dark background. And, well, there you go, Chasey Dane, he's got the beacon on, and away he goes out of that last corner, DRS wide open, crosses the line, he sets a 125.9, we have lost Mofo, what's happened to Mofo? Smakinda sets a 125.299, but what has happened to Mofo? Mofo is out of this session, where is he? Oh, the car is gone, and Mofo will start 10th.
He lost it just before the Sector 2, so that fast chicane he come through, the back end must just hit a bump and around it went.
Well, that is unfortunate for Mofo, and he might be kicking himself over that. He would have fancied himself with a pole position here at this track, but the race is quite long, as we do touch on every week, and, well, anything can happen. And let's just keep an eye on the Stig here. The Stig has just done some phenomenal work over the last couple of weeks. Just really improved as the lad. And it's great to see this guy's progress. Team Jaguar Racing, love what he's got going on there. Yes, downhill braking. Is he going to get a cheeky toe from his teammates? Smakinda pulls well and truly out of the way and says, there you go, son. The track is all yours, as the Stig takes seniority. There is Kyrotonic still in the pit lane, probably just waiting for his opportunity to come out on track for that last flyer, to give himself all that opportunity for the track to rubber in, as the Stig approaches, well, this great back straight. We might call it a back straight. It's a three-quarter back straight, I dare say, as he approaches the last two corners. Excuse me. Let's just see what the Stig can do on that soft compound. He's got almost a matching helmet there as the Stig in Team Jaguar. Number 13 crosses the line, sets a 1 minute 26.7, and that is 7th place for now there, Maggie.
It is. I'm sure he's got more in the bag than that.
I think so too, mate, as we do know in this Q3 session. As we did touch on prior to it getting underway, they will do a couple of time runs here, folks. The first one is usually a cider, to be fair. I mean, they'll give it all, but I mean, usually they leave a little bit time left in the bank just to have that moment of glory towards the end of the end of their runs, of course. As Kyrotonic, yet to set a time, has made an appearance, albeit 5.5 minutes remaining in this session, G-Man. And let's just see what he can do. He's just trying not to take too much life out of those tyres. Just trying to prep them as good as he possibly can. The less life you take out of them on an outlap, the better it is for you, of course. As Formula 1 these days is mainly about battle of attrition, of course. And albeit if you do need to swap tyres or what have you, the less you do during qualifying, the better off you are, is the general consensus. But yes, here comes Kyrotonic, nice and easy as the lad on the throttle. Have a look at that, just taking his time, getting towards that start-finish line to get us underway for his first flying run of this Q3 session.
Yeah, so this comes that's like he's walling in the lap, of course. Let's see what he does. Be nice to see what he does.
As he's got on his halo, keep calm and no heroics into Sector 5. Well, yes, let's just hope so. And when we eventually get there, let's just hope everyone follows that ruling, of course. And yes, no Grand Prix 1, turn 1, lap 1. No, no Grand Prix 1 there either on the first couple of laps. Just keep calm. And as a nice, friendly reminder, as Coyotonix has just given us on his halo there in Team Monster Racing. But here he comes. Donning the number 91 is the lad. Now, well, albeit his first time run, downhill braking, very tricky, but he's taken that brilliantly. Couple of short shifts, and away you go. That's the thing with this game. Short shift is your friend, of course, same as it was last game. Just to get the purchase in the tyres, through the car, onto that tarmac, and getting that purchase, and away you go out of those corners, of course. A lot of drivers been complaining about oversteer here, or anywhere really, and it's just simply for the fact that these cars, you can take so much speed into the corners, it tends to wash out, of course, and well, we're all experiencing different ways to approach a lap, of course. But yes, nevertheless, this is Bahrain, this is Coyotonix. Monster Racing sets a 1 minute 25.8, and that is P6.
It is. I'm back now. Have you heard me chomping away on that spaghetti bolognese?
You're right, mate. Not a problem at all. So, Rip the Beans is furthest along on a timed run, albeit just starting his lap, Maggie.
He is. And like I say, oh, there it is. And he's in the light green Jaguar Racing, of course.
He most certainly is, and well, engineered insanity on his halo, and we'll just leave it at that. We'll just leave it at that. But he's gone magenta in the first sector there, Maggie, and while he approaches this. Well, as I said before, we're going to be a bit of on repeat, but the track doesn't change. This Sector 2 is very technical, whichever way you look at it. So many opportunities to get it wrong, so many opportunities to maximise your lap if you absolutely get it right. But like I said before, if you get it wrong, you can lose just 10th after 10th after 10th. Beansy knows this, and he's trying to minimise this, puts the power down, and away he goes, approaching the end of the second sector. Let's just see if this lights up magenta as well. It has. Beansy's on a flyer. He's 3 and a bit tenths up on his previous best there, Maggie. Puts him in the realms of pole position. Let's just see what Beansy can do.
It does. You see, going 10th after 10th, you know, I lose second after second, don't they?
Yes, but Beansy sets. Is it a 24? It's close. It's a 25.2.
25.2.
And that puts him on pole position for now. He's got his teammate in Smakinda. Well, there you go. Level pegging with his previous best. Now, interesting to see how much time he makes up in this second sector.
I've noticed he's racing in the 55. How can he do that?
Sorry?
Each car's got number 55 on it.
It certainly does. And Smakinda sets a 1 minute 25.177. That is provisional pole, if you don't mind there, Maggie. As I'll flick to Macedonian, he must have made an error because that is a very, very slow Macedonian. Nodsti out there on an outlap, as well as Coyotonic is retired in the pit lane, I do believe, and he's quite happy. He's not going to. Oh, he doesn't think he's going to improve. On a 1 minute 25.8, Chasey Dane just getting well and truly out of the way of everybody. There is 45 seconds remaining in this session here, Maggie. And, well, Macedonian is on his lap. So here he goes there. And, well, took a while to open up that DRS wing, but away he goes.
Well, Bodden's about to come round now to set a lap. He's got Nodsley in front of him, just about to start a lap. Stop laughing.
No, I was watching the chat there as Xerxes says, "Let's go bike chain, nail it," meaning Chasey Rain, Chasey Dane, Daisy Chain. There's all these names, and I had the pleasure of looking at their team chat, my friend, and well, I think Xerxes almost convinced him to change his name with a bit of a typo on the championship standings. And I'm not reading that one out, X. I am not. I am not reading that one out, but yes, we will push on as Macedonian, right on the edge of track limits. But here he goes, Team Hello Kitty, the only Hello Kitty in the top 10. And, well, he's feeling a bit lonely, a bit exposed, if that's the right way to put it. Be careful, Suicide 5. But yes, here he comes. Macedonian sets a 125.697, and that is P5.
Yep, the cat better get in the back in the kit there because he ain't scratching nobody with that.
That's
well,
exactly.
Tom Jones.
Hey.
Tom Jones.
As Nodsty's on another flyer. Let's just see what he can do. He says a 25.233. That is P3 from the Nodsty man. Bozak crosses the line. He says a 25.3 P4.
And Chase Dane is invalidated.
No, so it's
Chase Dane has invalidated.
The Stig. The Stig's a 26.4, that is P8, and that is qualifying done, folks. That is qualifying done and dusted. Daisy Chain, there he is there, and unfortunately invalidated on that last run. I hope he doesn't have the stream on and we distracted him. And if that is the case, Chasey, we do apologise, but it is quite funny. And as you make your way back to the pit lane, and we will get this Grand Prix session underway, folks.
That's it, and if you just excuse me, I need to mute myself.
That's okay, mate. You got to do what you've got to do, of course. On the road to recovery is Mad G. And yes, being diagnosed, and well, he's, like I said, he's on the road to recovery with MS, of course. Well, another co-commentator of mine, Housey, suffers the same condition, and well, we do wish Housey all the best, and his family, of course, going through some COVID troubles. As as I'm just reading the chat. And yeah, I call him Chasey Spain when we go to Catalonia. Well, there you go. He's got Microsoft, all right. Yeah, he doesn't like Google Drive that much. Actually, it's one of his favourite programs to use, I found out the other day. But anyway, I will push on. Bit of an in-house joke, that one, folks. I do apologise. But yes, Rip the Beans takes his pole with a 1 minute 25.107 over Smakinda. And as you can see there, just 700 separating those two lads. Two Team Jaguars. Have a look at these bad boys. Well, doing a bit of a flex at the top there. Nodsty always there and thereabouts. P3, Bozza in P4. Tell you what, Bozza's come alive. He's absolutely come alive. Macedonian doing his thing in P5 there. Kyotonic only set one timed run on that soft compound at the very start of that session with a 25.8. Chasey Dane invalidated that last run. The Stig and Mofo, of course, unfortunately made an error. And there you go. He is starting 10th out of time. MS Paint. Yeah, exactly.
Orange.
I don't know, mate. I don't know. Must be all that country air there, Droft. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. As we wait for the boys to load into this lobby, of course. As well, while we've got you here, I'll tell you what, there's the calendar, folks. There it is there. And after this Grand Prix, we are heading to Japan. Of course, we are a unique league, so that calendar has been randomized, and that is where we're heading. And that is another beautiful piece of, another bit of work there from Xerxes or X, and well, X's home race Japan. Yeah, there it is there. Thank you, Draft, as I get rid of that screen there for you folks, and I will bring up, where is it here? There you go. There is the Drivers' Championship standings. Nodsty on top here at Formula 4 Australia with an 81 points. Nat Hammer P2, 2-5 in P3. Macedonian, Bozza, Fury Strat, The Stig, Shaq, Mofo, and Blue Dog are the top 10. And then you've got Brad Tay, Kraken, who is no longer with us, Kyotonic, Darkness Abyss, Daisy Chain, Suicide 5, Johnny M4, Reedy, who is no longer with us either, Rip the Beans, and TCF Old Boy. As I remove that one for you guys, and I will bring up the pots just to show you where they're all at, and that is where they're all at too, of course. and you can see them for yourselves, as I will get rid of these screens just ever so quickly. We'll go through this running order. So there he is there, Mr. Beans, rip the beans, P1, Team Jaguar Racing, his teammates McKinder. I tell you what, these boys are all on the softs. Let's get to this tyre compound, get them all up for you guys, and all these telemetries, so we all know exactly what we're doing. There is Nodsty in P3, Rockstar Racing, Bozo, as we did touch on, Golf Racing, and these liveries are popping under this, under the nighttime sky here at Bahrain. And Macedonian, Hello Kitty, there he is there, and what a livery. Look, I don't want to be biased, but under lights, that'd have to be one of the favourites, I reckon, there, Maggie. Anyway, Kyo Tonic in P6, and there he is there, Tracy Dane, Daisy Chain, P7, doing a fantastic job is the lad, the Stig, Team Jaguar. We've got 3 Jaguars in the top 10, as you did touch on, Maggie. 2 Monster Energies and, 2 Hello Kitties and 2 Golf Racings. There is the second of the Golf Racings of one Slick Mofo. Out of position, but yet to show us what he's truly, truly made of here at Formula 4. Shaq in P10. Johnny M4, 11th. Old Boy is in 12th. Nat Hammer, there he is there in 13th. Brad Tay, 14th. Darkness Abyss, a little bit out of position in 15th. Suicide 5 opted to go the hards on 16th. Bopton in P17 on the hard compound as well. Blue Dog, P18, well and truly out of position. 2-5, definitely out of position in P19. And Fury Strat, well, to his own detriment, a bit of an error on his standards, and mucked up Q1, and he will start last. As we wait for these lights, and here we go. We've got 1 light, we've got 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. We will wait for these revs. We will wait for the revs. The revs are building, and we are go here at Sakir Bahrain. Great start by Smakinder. I think he's jumped his teammate. He most certainly has. Nodsty's jumped him as well. Have a look at this. 2-3 right into turn 1. Keep it clean, boys. Keep it clean. We have no spinners. So far, so good there, Maggie. So far, so good. They're all respecting his
Beans has dropped it. Beans has dropped it. He has dropped it. He went to the kink. He just came out of turn 1 to the kink at turn 2.
Oof. Well, there you go. Beans has dropped it, as we've got a new follower. I do apologise. Creo Leo. I don't know how to say that. Cree Leo boy. Welcome to the stream. This is Racing, Formula 4 Racing. This is the Australian division, as McKinder is taking us around as the race leader for the first time on lap 1. Here he is there, Team Jaguar Racing. Nodsty, great start behind him into P2. Macedonian into P3.
Massively wide.
Let's quickly flick down to Johnny M4. He certainly is, and he's just got taken over by Mr. Fury Strat. Mr. Fury Strat does have the inside line, does take that, but he's gone deep as well. And Johnny M4 takes that candy from a baby back up into P4. Fantastic stuff, Maggie.
It was. Let's say Johnny M4 just went too deep into Granny's corner and just went too wide, and that was it.
I think so there, mate. As Old Boy, wow, look at the start that this guy's made. He's already up in a 7th position, and he is, harassing. He's absolutely harassing the stick there, trying to get a nice little cheeky toe is the lad, and make the most of this soft compound. Of course, he's all the soft compound runners, but is Old Boy going to send it? No, he's not. The stick hangs it in, and, Old Boy will have the inside line. Keep it clean, boys. And that is wheel to wheel at its best. Stig holds his line, so does Old Boy, and that is as much respect as you want to give on track, as Old Boy has severely outbroken himself, but fancies himself around the outside where there is more grip there, and takes that position. Up into 6th place is Old Boy there, Maggie.
I tell you what, I'm just looking down the back, and Johnny and Ford just keeps getting run after run after run on Bopton. Bopton's just not giving it up. Will not let him past.
No, he won't. And they are teammates, of course. And, well, they had, well, maybe that might have slightly been team orders. I dare say it would have. Bopton is on the hard compound. Johnny M4 on that soft, and he needs to make that work. As, hang on a minute, let's go back up to the top. There's a bit of a swappy-roo, switch and change, and this, that, and the other. I see Nodsty go back up to P1, and then down to P2 as McKinder runs wide, as Nodsty, he's a little bit far back, and I think this timing screen's gone kaput. Says that he is 300ths behind Smakinda. That looks way more than 300ths to my eye. As we will...
9/10 on my screen.
Well, there you go. Thank you, mate. As let's hope that sorts itself out. There you go. And it has fixed itself up as they have crossed that start-finish line. But One Slick Mofo up into 8th there, Maggie, doing his thing. He's the third of the medium runners in the top 10. And sitting in P8 is the lad. Shaq is in 10th place at the moment. And he's trying to catch Chasey Dane. Now, Chasey Dane is on that soft compound. Let's not forget, these soft compound runners will be rapid, absolutely rapid at the start of the Grand Prix. They will die off very quickly, though, folks. As Tonic and Old Boy having a good old tussle. Old Boy's just got to bide his time. We know he loves this tractor's Old Boy, but he doesn't want to make a move where it's not going to stick and unfortunately cost him team points. But he looks like he's got his eye and he takes that inside line. But Tonic putting that car exactly where you want it there, Maggie.
Yeah, doing really well. I mean, like I said, Macedonia be able to pull away because Boz made a mistake. But I say this, that's just a train being Botham. It's just Botham, Cryotonic, Old Boy, Stig's not too far off, and Mofo, Chaserdane, Shaq. So there's a fair few cars, and Old Boy has got P5.
As we will flick back up to that. He most certainly has. He's just got by Cryotonics. But I was flicking down the back here, mate, and Johnny M4 Blue Dog are having a ring-a-ding-ding battle. Blue Dog parking that car exactly where he wants it. He's got Nat Hammer in front of him on the hard compound. But Johnny M4 is in that slipstream. Is he going to send it? He's absolutely later on the brakes, and that is the benefit of that soft compound versus the medium. And away Johnny M4 goes. DRS zone approaching. They've both got it, and he will have Nat Hammer to tackle next up there, Maggie.
He will, he's looking at it. Oh, he's got a long way around. Trying to cut back. No. He stays behind the hammer.
Well, Stig, hang on a minute. Stig and Mofo. Mofo going around the outside of the Stig. Is he going to make it Stig? Look at this. They're side by side as well. There you go. The Stig had to lift. Mofo takes that position. That is up into P7 from the lad. And doing his bit for golf racing, albeit out of position.
There goes Chase Dane.
And yes, fantastic stuff
Here
there.
Comes Shaq. No, Stig's fighting back against Chase Dane, so... that's fair racing. That is cracked. That is fair.
Yes, these boys are showing us after the last couple of... I don't want to jinx it, but after the last couple, they're actually starting to show us what they're all about. These guys are fair, great racers, and they are very, very... well, they weren't happy with their performances, I dare say, over the last couple. As
that goes wide.
Shaq went real wide. He got a massive tank slapper coming out of that sweeping right-hander to approaching the end of the second sector and just threw him ever so wide there, Maggie, and was lucky enough to gather it all up. Otherwise, that would have been in the wall and guaranteed to have lost a wheel. But Blue Dog has been overtaken by Johnny M4, and Johnny M4 now sets his sights on that hammer. Blue Dog on the medium compound. They will come into their own. Blue Dog's got a nice slipstream, and he gets that job done. He takes P12 back, does the Blue Dog, and there he is there. Moves himself up into P12 as Johnny M4's not done yet. He's on the inside, and that is the benefit. That's soft. The purchase they're getting out of the grip, out of the slow exiting corners. As who is around? Bopton's around. No, Bopton is around, and there you go. That throws him into P19. Nearly dead. Well, dead last, and that is unfortunate from the lad. But well, so far so good. We are on lap 5 of 29, boys and girls, and this one has been an absolute belter.
We've got a bit of a battle at the front for P4. Old Boy is chasing down Bozza like crazy.
He certainly is,
mate.
He
can't get past him.
Well, there you go.
He's doing it. He's going for it.
He has, and he's just got by Bozza, but he's gone deep. He's gone deep, and Bozza's going to take that place back, is he? Old Boy's on the inside. Whoa, they're side by side. That is risky stuff. But yes, Old Boy gets that move done. Fantastic, Old Boy. welcome back, son. And that has moved him up into P4. Bozza in P5, but Bozza's sitting very nicely. He's going to get a nice toe down that front back straight, whatever you want to call it there, guys. As, yeah, Golf Racing doing their thing, 5 and 6. Rockstar, P4 and P2. Macedonian in that Hello Kitty. He is in P3, and Smakinda, well, he's just about to be overtaken by Nosti. Nosti's gone deep, real deep. And, well, these two boys are fighting over first and second here, Maggie.
Yeah, Bozza's taking P4 back, but it's a cracking little fight down there. And Chase Dane and Johnny M4 are both in the pits as Shaq gets past Cryotonic for P7.
There you go. So, yes, Bozza and Old Boy. So, Old Boy down in the P5. And one, so he's the rock star between the two Golf Racings. And, well, Old Boy on 5. Look at the soft runners, excuse me. 5 lap old softs. Now, we do know around about the lap 7 mark is where you really start to feel the pinch on these soft tyres. And maybe we're just starting to see the beginnings of that right now. As Old Boy makes a liar out of me and takes that position back away from Bozza. And Bozza down to P5. Old Boy up into P4. And let's see if he can start to reel in Macedonian.
It will. Macedonian is what, second at the road? It is possible. But Mofo after Bozza, and he's taken him. So Bozza has lost 2 places.
He certainly has, but Bozza's going to get a DRS zone, so this will be, well, so is Mofo, but it'll be a double slipstream effectively for Bozza, but no, Mofo knows exactly what he's doing. These guys are, well, they're so far seeing if they can pull each other through the field, of course, using that DRS zone to their advantage as Nodsty sits about 3/10 behind Smakinda. 6 lap old softs, folks. Lap 7 of 29.
Mofo, no boy. And Mofo gets Old Boy.
There you go.
And Old Boy is back down to P5.
I think so, mate. I think this is where we're starting to see the medium tyres really, really come in. As Old Boy's made an error. He's made an error. He's outbroke himself. And there you go. Whoa, he's going to send it. But no, Bozza. Bozza should have that. And Bozza takes that. That is P5 from Bozza. And now Old Boy would want to be careful because he's got Shaq right up his clacker. As Old Boy's just slightly touched Bozza. But no damage. It doesn't look like no visible damage. Bozza goes all defensive. Old Boy's got DRS. Shaq's got DRS. And that run is too short for him to make a move, but he's going to send it. He hugs it on the inside. He's gone a little bit deep. Bozza goes a little bit shy. And there you go. Old Boy takes 5th position. And that is P5 for Old Boy. He claims it back.
And we've got a spinner, and I believe it's the Stig.
Oh, so the Stig's not having a good time of it as of late. He was doing phenomenally well, but yes, he's down in 18th at the moment, that Team Jaguar car. But, well, Shaq is having a good look at Bozza. We had a great shot of that as Shaq's front wing right up the gearbox to Bozza as Old Boy has peeled off and put that in the pit lane, Maggie.
It is. I mean, some people say he gets bored on a racetrack and starts doing donuts. All we know, he's called the Stig. Had to put that in there. Had to put them.
so Nat Hammer's all over Blue Dog. This is hard versus medium compound, folks. And, well, there he is.
Mofo's in P3. Where's Macedonian? Macedonian's gone. What's happened to Macedonian?
I don't know.
Macedonian went from P3 to P6.
Well, he's got gunk all over his tyres. And, yeah, he's made an error somewhere on track. And look at him drop down the field. It's released his teammate, Shacky Boy, up into P5. And he's on the hunt for Bozza. He fancies a bit of Bozza. And let's just see if he can get that move done. All in the nicest possible way. But we will push on. Fury Strat. Well, from last on the grid is Fury, man. And yes, Fury up into P9. He's chasing that hammer like a man possessed. And
Shaq's lost it. Shaq has lost it.
No way.
He's lost it, yeah. Coming out, just coming to exit turn 10, he just lit at the rear. And that's it.
That is unfortunate.
He just lit at the rear and banged.
Unfortunate for Shaq, as I just quickly check my messages. I've got a couple of messages. Okay. I might throw them in a couple more times then for you, mate. But yes, there you go. The timing screens, as it sorts itself out. Mr. Fury Strat, Nat Hammer, battle resumed. This is both boys on the hard compound, as you can see there for yourself, folks. And, well, Mr. Fury Strat only 3.5 tenths behind Nat Hammer. He is on the hunt, is Fury. And, yeah, P7 from P20. Let's bring up these position changes for you boys and girls at home. Excuse me. Where are they? There they are there, folks. And have a look at that. Fury Strat up 13. Blue Dog, if you don't mind, up 13 places as well. 2-5, the Mamba, up to P9. He's up 10 places, started 19th. Suicide 5 up 6, fantastic. That is brilliant, brilliant stuff. But yes, Smakinda down 10. He is already boxed as the Smakinda man. And Kyotonics, of course, they are the biggest losers. Yes, man, G, I'm able to say it a lot more freer these days.
The big L. The big L.
The big L, mate. The big L. And the only person on the grid with time penalties is Kyotonics there with 5 seconds, folks. As I get rid of that screen, and we're currently watching Darkness Abyss. Oh, it's on leaders as well. No, I don't want that. I want intervals. We all want intervals. As I go back up to Fury, and he's still behind Nat Hammer. Still 2.5, 3.5 tenths. There and thereabouts. These guys are just following each other nose to stern, Maggie. Lap 10 of 29.
They do. Just seen Trigger in the chat box. They keep swapping positions. Well, yeah, because they do, because they've been in the bits. Mr. Strat has got through past Nat Hammer, so they're very close together, though.
He certainly did, Badgie. As there you go, we all caught that. That was all caught on the stream. And Fury takes P6 from Nat Hammer. And, well, Nat Hammer will be thinking, oh, you cheeky bugger. I'll see if I can get that one back. But, yes, we will push on. Brad Tay fancies himself a bit of this action as well. Up in a P8 is Mr. Brad Tay, doing his thing as he does always. 2-5 right behind him. And have a look at this train, Maggie. Where does it start from? Pretty much Mr. Fury Strat, Nat Hammer, and all the way down
there's a big train. Whoa. Oh, Suicide 5's got... Oh, what's up to Suicide? He's lost it big time. There's 2 places.
Oh, Smakinda's out! Smakinda's spun! Has he got wheels?
No, he's not. He's spun. He's got damage. He's got that. What was that? He was halfway down the straight and lost it.
Yeah, I think he just lit up those. I think he just lit up those rears and around he went. And I don't know how he kept that front wheel, but he kept it. And well, that is Cody's and all that stuff at its best. I mean, you sometimes you just slightly touch a barrier and off goes the wheel. Other times you clutter it.
Another penalty.
Oh, Kyotonics, yes.
Chase Dane all over the back of him. And off track goes Chase Dane. Is he going to DRS it? Oh, what an exit. What an exit.
Oh, as the Smakinda had to dive into that pit lane. As we did see him spin off, he will change that front wing. As the 2 Rockstar, Monster Energy Racing lads follow each other nose to stern, albeit 14th and 15th. That is Kyotonic and Chasey Dane doing their thing. We have a yellow flag in Sector 2.
Another yellow flag.
Who is that? Is that Johnny
M4? It's one of the Gulf Racing guys. It's Bozza. No, it's Bozza.
Oh, no.
It's Bozza in the Gulf Racing. He just lost it and that's it, but no damage.
Well, there you go.
No damage.
Well, he had a bit of a moment.
He's got the Stratman right on his rear end now, but what a train behind Bozza. Look at what all the cars. Jesus.
Yeah, exactly right there, Maggie. Bozza must be sweating bullets at the moment, but he's doing a great job. Made a little bit of an error. Fury's caught right back up, but these boys on the hard compound, they are going to go a hell of a lot longer than these boys on the medium. Medium runners, they should be boxing around about lap 8.
Nodsty's in.
Well, there you go. 11 laps. Nodsty's called it quits on that soft
Mofo.
compound. Has Mofo got...
Mofo's in as well.
Just double check to see if Mofo... We'll have a look to see if Mofo changes that front wing. Does he? No, he doesn't. So that's just the tyre change. So Mofo's opted for the hard compound, and he will go to the end of the Grand Prix, of course. As who takes over the lead of this race? It is Macedonian in Team Hello Kitty. There he is there, and no stranger to the front end of this grid is Macedonian. Team Hello Kitty. He's Mr. Fury Strat. Big shout out to him in P3. But Blue Dog. Well, never say die. Blue Dog up in a P2.
He is. I mean, I've raced with Macedonian. I was one that, I was his teammate for a one-off race, and he's a good lad. He's a good lad, this Macedonian.
Yeah, he certainly is. He certainly is a good lad. He's a good laugh as well. And as Brad Tay, well, he's hunting that hammer, but Darkness Abyss, well, he's up there. He's up there in the P6s, the old Darkness, and doing his thing, but he's got 2.5 all over the back of him. This train has got real interesting as Suicide 5, well, he taps onto the back of this and he says, "Hey, boys, how are you?" There he is there, Hello Kitty, the Pot 4 driver, doing a great job on that hard compound in P8, right behind his cousin, 2.5. Yes, 2.5 and Suicide 5, they are real-life cousins, folks, and, well, 2.5 doing a great job. His cousin following him like a bit of a shadow at the moment on this Grand Prix, in this Grand Prix, I should say, as, well, Darkness Abyss right up the back of Brad Tay. Is he going to get this job done? Whoa, he's waiting. There he goes. The rear wing open. He's getting a good toe down the straight, but so is Brad Tay. This will have to be under braking. A bit of overtake, and let's just see how confident he is. He's not that confident under braking because Brad Tay brakes extremely late as well, and that is great defensive driving from those two.
Macedonia is just pitted, so Blue Dog has inherited the lead, but I say the top 7 all need to pit.
They most certainly do, mate. They most certainly do, of course. You need to run those 2 tyre compounds. And, well, there you go. Well, Brad Tay and Darkness, a ring-a-ding-ding. There you go. And Darkness and Brad Tay switch and switcheroo. And there you go. Brad Tay up in a P4. Nat Hammer is loving this because it gives him a bit of respite in that 3rd position. He hangs on to that 1 second gap. As I just say that, he creeps into DRS zone from Mr. Fury Strat. Fury would know this, and he would want to keep that 1 second gap because that DRS zone approaching on that start-finish straight is, well, it is worth its weight in gold, folks, as we flick down towards the back end, and there is Chasey Dane and Kyotonics nose to stern. I reckon this might be team orders here, folks. Kyotonics does have a time penalty, but they're roughly on the same strategy here, guys. They are on 5 and 6 lap old mediums, respectively, all using the DRS zones to their advantage, trying to catch Bopton, who has got his teammate in one slick mofo ahead of him, who has got old boy and Mofo. Now these 2 boys can race. They are out of position. They are both very quick, as Mofo with a DRS zone on that fresh hard says bye-bye to old boy, and away he goes, Maggie.
Yeah, I think Mofo. Oh, there's a yellow flag set to go on. It is. Someone's gone round.
It is Brad Tay. Brad Tay's in the wall, and well, there you go. His
tyres are gone. His tyres are dead. His tyres are screaming now. He's got no front wing. He's got to pit anyway, but just looking back up the field, like Mofo's got a challenge on his hand. He has to get past Suicide 5 on the same tyre.
He most certainly does, but Suicide 5 on 13 lap old hards. He will box around about the lap 20 mark, I dare say, put on that set of softs and be rapid towards the end. So he's just, he's just trying to... That battle of attrition is what Suicide 5's doing, and he will feed...
And Nosty's in P4. Well, Nosty has just made P4.
And Nodsty, of course, will not have to box again. He's on fresh mediums there, Maggie. So this is effectively a net P1 for him.
They are, but they've got a last. And I don't know. These medium runs are struggling already, and it's 13 laps in. So I don't know.
Yeah, they are struggling as Nodsty. There you go. Oh, I thought he's done a dummy pit run. He's trying to get 2.5 in that pit lane, but there you go. Nodsty, after just changing his tyres, nearly fooled me for a second. And there he is there into P4. Suicide 5 up into P7. He's got one slick Mofo in front of him. Mofo on fresh hards, and I dare say Mofo will stretch his legs a little bit. But great drive so far from the lad in Suicide 5 as old boy swings by Suicide 5, and that is up into P7. Suicide 5 down into P8, and Chasey Dane, well, there he is. He's got past his teammate in Kyotonics, who has that time second penalty, and away he goes, does Chasey Dane, up into P9. Great stuff.
Yeah, no, I'll tell you, some of the battles are just getting better and better. Nodsty is all over the back of that hammer right now. He's not yet pitted. and he's on 14 lap old hard tyres. Let's see what he can do.
That's exactly right. As Bopton is caught on the back of Kyotonics, we just seen him go through that. Well, the start of towards the middle part of that second sector there, where that snaky left right at the start of the second sector, I should say, and got a massive tail slide. Very lucky to hold on to that was the Bopton. Yes, we do give championship points from P1 all the way through to P20 if you finish, of course. Very unique here, very unique setup here at Formula 4. We'll run through that at the end of the Grand Prix. So everyone who finishes will get championship points as we move up to 1 Slick Mofo and 2-5. And Mofo getting the job done as Nodsty just flew by Nat Hammer under braking, and that is the benefit of the fresh medium versus a dying hard compound, and that is Nodsty up into third place, man. Gee, believe it or not, wow.
Yeah, Kyotonics just got past Chasedane, round turn 1 as well.
Well, there you go. So these two boys swapping and changing positions. Kyotonics does have that time penalty, and so does Brad Tay. Has just picked one up as well. We'll just flick to them. So Kyotonic has 8 seconds, Mad G, and Brad Tay has currently 3 seconds. They're the only two lads on the grid to have time penalties, which is a great effort so far from these lads on lap 16 of 29. Fantastic stuff. The closest battle on track at the moment is between, I dare say, between 1 Slick Mofo and Nat Hammer. 1 Slick's come alive here, folks. He is absolutely come alive as the lad. He is on 3-lap old hard compounds. Nosti on 3-lap mediums. As Droftas is saying, the tyres will last, but no one will be able to defend. If someone is on him, needs to build a gap. He most certainly does. Does he, Mr. Droftas, of course, who unfortunately this weekend, leading the UK Championship, if I'm not mistaken, off the top of my head, is missing this Grand Prix to come up, of course, in the UK side at 8 p.m. BST. Please stick around. It'll be broadcast
because
on
Mofo's
this channel.
got past Hammer.
But yes, Mofo has just got by Nat Hammer, Matt G. Great stuff.
And he's only 1.4 seconds behind Nodsty. So this is going to be an interesting battle to the end.
It certainly is, mate. With 12 laps remaining.
There's more guys in the pits. Bopton and Suicide 5 in the pits.
Well, Blue Dog currently on 16-lap old medium, so he might be a bit of a not a benchmark, but just something to gauge Nodsty's tyre wear off. There are 16 laps remaining. Nodsty's done 4 laps on those mediums. So I'll tell you what, there's 13 laps remaining. So he's asking, 17 laps on the mediums. Like Droftas said, very, very, very gettable, but they will be dead towards the end of the stint. And Xerxes comes into the chat and says, yes, an SC will save him. But, I reckon it's all credit to these lads. Let's hope we don't get one, as Nodsty is all over the back of Blue Dog. Now, these are teammates. This might be team orders we're seeing. Nodsty on the fresher medium. Is Blue Dog going to yield? Is he going to yield? No, I dare say Nodsty will get the job done regardless. He is all over the back of Blue Dog, but he has to tuck in. They are teammates. They do not want to touch at all in any way, shape or form. Is Blue Dog going to box? No, Blue Dog's going to stay out for another lap, but this is candy from a baby. Nodsty get breezes by Blue Dog, and that he puts himself up into P2 there, Mad G. As I quickly flick down to Bozza. Bozza, a little bit of an error from the lad. Has seen him after pit stops come out in P11. Macedonian in P10 as Chasey Dane does box to get rid of that 11-lap old mediums. Let's just see if Chasey puts on a front wing here. No, so it's no visible damage. This is a strategic. He's got a double medium, so he must have started this Grand Prix on the soft, and he will run to the end, of course, as Nat Hammer and Old Boy are having a cracking battle. Oh, that was very, very close, as Old Boy up in a 5th. Nat Hammer he almost got it wrong, but 2-5's having a bit of a sniff. Have a look at this. P6, P7, P8, all Monster Energy. P2, P3, P5. Team Rockstar Racing. We've got Fury in P1. Hello Kitty and Mofo there in Golf Racing P4, as you can see. And I'll tell you what, there you go. I think Nodsty's just got by Fury. He has. And that is up into the lead there, Mad G. Rockstar, he's going to stretch his legs now. This is exactly what he wants.
If you want to see something, 6, 7 and 8. All together.
Yeah, they most certainly are. And, 2-5 is, well, what is he, about 7/10 behind Nat Hammer, and TCF Old Boy about 5. Oh, there you go. Blue Dog has decided enough is enough, and into the pit lane he comes on 18 lap old mediums, and well, he will put the softs on and enjoy a nice rapid run towards that checkered flag as we flick further down the field as Smakinda, well, enjoying such a, well, it was almost his race to lose. Made an error. And yes, it was. He's down in 16th place, Magi, believe it or not. Excuse me.
Let's say more guys in the pits now as Cryotonic going in for the second time. And the Stig as well.
And most
so,
now.
He's got to see what Mofo does now. Can he really nudge Steve? It's going to be difficult.
It really will be, mate. It really will be, because Nodsty at the moment is roughly about 2.5 seconds ahead of Mofo, as Bozza is all over the back of Macedonia. This is for P7 and P8, folks. Roughly on the same strat. These guys will run towards the end of the Grand Prix. The two guys in front of him, in Nat Hammer and 2-5, need to stop. So does Fury. They all need to stop. They have not stopped yet, folks. As Tygo Kajupas, I'm sorry, I hope I said that right. Welcome to the stream. This is4MULA4Racing. This is an invite-only league. Yeah, unfortunately, at this stage, I do believe, well, we are both grids are both full with reserves. But yes, this is an invite-only league. Unfortunately, there, my friend. But yeah, stay tuned. We hope you can catch all of our streams, of course. Some unbelievable racing as the journey will unfold. But Bozza moves his way past Macedonian, and there it is there, Magi. Up into 6th place is the Boz man.
He is. He's doing all right there. He made 7 lap out hards, running to the end. He's going to gain 2 places when 2-5 and Nat Hammer have to come into the pits, but he's also got to defend from Macedonian, who's right behind him.
Certainly is.
Got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, he's got a lot of work to do. We are on lap 20 of 29. This is where you'd want to start thinking about the run towards the end as Mofo, a bit of a tank slapper there, or is it just trying to warm up the fronts of that hard compound? But he is on the hunt. He is currently 3 seconds behind Nodsty in P2. Old Boy with a bit of a nosebleed is the Old Boy. No, he's not. He's always up there when he gets it right. And yes, he is in P3. He has to pit. I would think he would. But to be fair, though, mate, well, there's 9 laps. Well, yeah, 20 laps on the medium is very, very, very doable. But, yeah, when you got people rapid coming up behind you, there's no defence for that. So, as we flick back down, and we've got 2-5 and Nat Hammer. These two boys yet to stop, as I did touch on 19 lap old hards. As no way, they're not going in together. They're not going in together. Oh, they're going in together. Oh, that's right. They might not share a pit box. Let's just see if they double stack. If they double stack, this is going to hurt. No, they are not. There you go. So 2-5 in the box. Nat Hammer in the box. And that has released Old Boy, giving him some breathing space ever so slightly, which is what he sorely deserves.
Both on the softs.
Yeah, they all gone on the softs. The softs will definitely make it from this point on there, Magi. One Slick Mofo just, well, he's caught up to Nodsty ever so slightly. 0.3 of a second. Maybe Nodsty is in preserve mode just to try to keep some ERS in his back pocket. If he can do a little bit of a charge, couple of laps, and not use any of that overtake. Well, keep some tyres, of course, in his back pocket. There is still 8 laps remaining, folks, as we flick back down as Bopton and Chasey Dane having a ring-a-ding-ding battle. This is for P11 and P12. This is Golf Racing versus Monster Energy as Chasey Dane came out of that pit stop in P11. 2-5, whoa, there you go, 2-5 up in a P10 after his stop, and he is on that rapid soft. Well, let's just see if he can make a move. He's got Suicide 5, his cousin for company. And there you go. This is the soft versus the medium. And 2-5 gets that job done and moves himself up into 9th place. Darkness Abyss up into 8th. Blue Dog, there he is there. What a great showing from the Blue Dog. He started towards the back of the Grand Prix. As I'll leave it with you, Magi. We are on Blue Dog. I'm going to see if I can put this poll in the chat and if it works. Let me just see if it works. It should.
He has to put the poll in the chat.
It does.
So,
It does work. It does work. Thank you.
saying that hammer is right behind Bobton, but he just couldn't. I don't know if he can get into this DRS section now than the back straight, or should I say front straight. He's on the softer side, gets him way before the first corner. Easy to actually do it. He might actually get another one on his teammate now. Nope, stays in P12. He might have another bite of the cherry. I don't know. Can he get him? Or goes off track to do it, but gets P11. But looking back at the front though, I mean one thing, is Macedonian going to move out the way for Fury Strat? He's definitely a lot quicker. Macedonian on the hard tyres, Mr. Fury Strat on the softs. He is going to move out. He has yielded. He's moved out the way. He's let him go. He has let him go. But yeah. One Slick Mofo is closing in on Aus Div. He's 2.5 seconds behind because the mediums will start losing that bite of the tyre around about now, and the hards just keep on going.
Well, there you go, folks.
So like a Duracell battery.
I am back, and I have put a poll in the Twitch chat. Yes, it has worked. I can only select 5 drivers. Please get your votes in, folks. They are the 5 drivers who I thought of that deserve a shout-out for a current driver of the day at this very track here at Bahrain. Please get your votes in, and that will determine our driver of the day. As I flick back down to Chasey Dane here, mate, and he is really starting to, bringing himself into his own with Bobton in front of him, and he's going to make the move done. Yes, he is, and that is Chasey Dane up into P12. Fantastic stuff, well and truly before turn 1. That is how powerful that DRS zone is, folks. You get a good slipstream, some DRS, a bit of ERS, and the job is easy done, as Chasey Dane has just demonstrated just there. Towards the back end of the field, Johnny M4 is there. He's all running in last at the moment. Brad Tay, he's doing very well, but yes, these boys down the back did make errors, and they are strong. Well, we've got a car off track. Who is that?
It's gone round. It's Bobton. It's Bobton.
And there is Bobton doing the right thing.
He just, just lost the back end, but
unfortunate for Bobton.
One Sick Mofo.
He did do that properly and wait for everyone to get by. I do apologise, Mad G, as 2.5 just got by Darkness Abyss, and that has released himself up into 8th position there, mate.
Yeah, I was looking at Mofo. He does get under 2 seconds every now and again, so he is closing the gap. But it seems that Aus Div is using... he's definitely using ERS. He's basically out of battery at the moment. And Mofo is just chilling out. He's using it as well. So both these guys got the same amount of ERS deployment left, but he's got the ties to go to the end. That's the thing.
That's exactly right. Well, we definitely know Mofo has. We know that Aus Div are going to be hurting towards the end of the stint, and Mofo is slowly reeling in Aus Div ever so slightly. That was at 3 seconds a couple of laps ago there, Mad G, if you do remember. And it is now at 1.9 seconds. Bozza, there he is there. He's eyeing off Fury. Fury's on that soft compound, but he has to keep Macedonian at bay. You've got Bozza and Macedonian. This is for 5th and 6th here, guys. And Macedonian can sense that he can make amends and get himself an extra place. We've got 5 laps remaining, guys. 5 laps remaining. This one is nearly done. It's gone as quick as a blink of an eye. There's been fantastic racing on show all throughout. The gaps have opened up ever so slightly throughout the whole grid. The closest gap is, it's past the DRS point. It is all over a second now, folks. But nevertheless, Mofo, this is where it's at. This is what we're going to watch, because Mofo is now 1.6 seconds behind Aus Div. Aus Div might be doing a bit of a charge, is he? No, he's not. He's only got 12% ERS. Same with Mofo. They're almost level pegging on ERS, but Mofo's just got more purchase out of that hard compound at the moment, whereas the Aus Div on 12-lap-old meds will certainly be feeling the pinch. I wonder if old boy is going to try to stretch these towards the end. He's got Fury Strap behind him on the softs. 9.5 seconds behind you, if you don't mind. But, I reckon old boy's going to chance his arm here, guys. And, try to stretch that medium. Definite puncher territory towards the end. But if anyone can do it, I guess old boy's going to have a crack.
He will. He will have a crack. He's correct, nothing else. But look at the front. Mofo is within DRS range.
Yeah, he certainly is. And when Mofo senses blood, I tell you what, he attacks. And he's got it under that DRS zone. He's within it. And Nodsty's going to have to, well, if the last couple of laps are anything to go by, Nodsty is going to lose this P1. Mofo is lining him up, and I reckon the Amigo will be sitting back loving watching this because he's certainly a Mofo fan. As Nodsty taking the shortest run, trying to break a little bit of a toe from Mofo. Mofo just too far back at the moment. Yeah, there is still 3 laps remaining. I dare say on the second last lap you might see this move get made, or if not, quite possibly earlier, Mofo chances his arm in stretching his legs and getting out of that DRS zone ever so quickly. Blue Dog within 6/10 of Macedonian, and Blue Dog has started to fire up as well. Have a look at him reel him in. Is Blue Dog going to get this job done on Macedonian? He certainly is. There you go.
Yeah.
Very easily done. And Blue Dog now has Bozza up ahead, albeit 2.7 seconds ahead. Bozza on 13 lap old hards, and this could be very easily done for Blue Dog. He's just got to keep his head. Oh, Macedonia's not done. They're hanging it in side by side. No. Blue Dog's got the better tyres, and that is the purchase of that soft. And Macedonian, especially through here, he's going to lose. Look at how much time he lost. That is the hard versus the soft. It's just so much more grip on that soft compound. But Mofo right up the gearbox of Nodsty here, G-Man. And, well, have a look at the lad. He is fired up as the Mofo. He wants this race win. He hasn't been on, I don't think he's been on the podium yet here at Formula 4, and I know he's itching to get on it. Let's just see it, Mofo, if he's going to take this move into turn 1 come this time round, lap 27.
But Kyatonics left the session, so I don't know what's happened there.
Well, if Kyo, if you're watching the stream, you need invites, let us know, but you've got multiples. It should work regardless.
Here he goes, turn 1, here we go. Here it is. Not yet. He's not doing it just yet.
He's not. And I'll tell you what, Mofo has done a bit of a charge. He's got double the amount of ERS as what Nodsty has right now. And there you go. This is going to happen very, very soon, folks. As Droftus is saying, Fury is going to catch Old Boy. Well, it's 5.4. It's going to be touch and go, Droft. It is going to be touch and go. But I'll tell you what, Old Boy doing his best to hang on.
Still at it.
He certainly did. Good spot.
But here comes 2-5. 2-5's at the back of these two as well. Oh, there's little taps there.
Oh, Macedonian. He doesn't want to give it up. These two boys, that's almost deja vu. And there you go. Blue Dog takes 6th place. 2-5 is right there and thereabouts in P8. But let's have a look to see what Droftas is talking about. There he is there, Mr. Fury Strat. Well, of course, he's flying the Hello Kitty banner is Droftas. Well, Team Hello Kitty himself, of course. And yes, 4.6 seconds is the gap that Fury has to Old Boy. And that has come down, well, about 5 seconds in the last couple of laps. And if that's anything to go by, yes, you are spot on. Fury is going to catch Old Boy. Old Boy will be sweating bullets. He's, well, there he is there. And, well, Old Boy on the medium. 18 lap old mediums. Mad G. Hang on a minute. Mofo senses blood.
There's a move from lead.
He's done it. Mofo's taken the lead of this Grand Prix here at Bahrain on lap 28 of 29. And yes, Fury, I'll get to the position changes for you guys and girls at home. There they are. And yes, Fury started dead last there, X, as Mofo takes the lead of this Grand Prix on lap 28 of 29. And he's starting to push. Look at that gap open up. It's already half a second, Mad G, in a couple of corners. Doing his thing is the Mofo. He has timed his run to perfection. And, well, there you go. Oh, there he is there. The Amigo. He's cheering on his Aussie counterpart in one slick Mofo. I knew he'd be loving this. And yes, we are on the second last lap, folks, the penultimate lap, as well, Nodsty is falling a little bit behind. This is Mofo's race. I'll tell you what, though, Nodsty's going to get a good purchase coming down this start-finish straight. But let's flick down to Blue Dog and 2-5. 2-5 has been passed again by Macedonian. Macedonian on 14 lap old hards. Got by Blue Dog again. Now 2-5 fancies a bit of Blue Dog. As Suicide 5 into P9. Darkness Abyss. Abyss into 10th, of course. But let's have a look at this. Is Blue Dog going to send it? Oh, he has a bit of a sneaky look. And no, thinks better of it. Tucks himself behind. And away he goes. Yes, 2-5 sees what's going on in front of him. I wonder if he dares. Has a chance. Well, puts his nose where it's not wanted to force an issue here. These boys will be loving it. Yeah, we certainly are, man, G. As Mofo has got us started on the final lap. But I think this is where we're watching. This is P6, P7, P8. And let's just see if 2-5, excuse me, can get Blue Dog here.
Let's see, whatever's happened to Nat Hammer, he's dropping down the order.
You're not too sure what has happened to Nat Hammer, but yes, unbelievable defensive driving there from Macedonian. Blue Dog, well, he senses play. He's going to send it. Blue Dog's gone deep. Have they touched? Oh, very, very slightly. Awesome car control from the Blue Dog. But 2-5 sees what's happening. And I don't reckon he's going to fancy throwing his nose in anywhere around this. Because, well, these boys are fighting tooth and nail. 2-5 wants a piece of it, though. Have a look at him. The stash, the Mamba, whatever it is you want to call him, is got his racing helmet on today. And yes, 2-5, Monster Energy, oh, a tank slapper. And look how much ground that has cost him. As
but then again, here comes Mofo around the last corner.
Thank you, Mad G. And yes, one slick Mofo. There he is. Takes his win here at Formula 4 Bahrain. Nodsty, P2. What a race. Old boy's going to hang on. Old boy's going to hang on. He's certainly going to hang on. Those tyres must be dead. But he's going to take P3. Yes. Fury P4. Where is Bozza? Well, damage control for Bozza. What a race. P5, great stuff. Macedonian in P6. Blue Dog will have to settle for 7. 2-5 8th. How close? Suicide 5 has a time penalty. Is it only 3 seconds? Because if it is, he will keep that 9th. Let's just see when Darkness crosses the line. Darkness crosses the line and... oh, yes, it must have only been 3 seconds. Darkness stays 10th. Smakinda in P11. Chasey Dane 12. And, well, there you go. Bobton, P13. Kyotonic, P14. 15th was the Stig. Let's just see where Johnny M4... And I've missed the results of the driver of the day. Did you catch that by any chance? I'm pretty sure it was Fury Strat that won it.
Mofo. No, it was Mofo.
Mofo won it. Fantastic. Mofo won it as well. So, well, there you go. And we wait for Nat Hammer to cross the line. Coming around this last corner. Yes, he must have. Well, there you go. Out of position again. Just a little bit. Well, he's allowed to have a one bad day out. And Macedonian. Yes, he's... well done, boys. And, yeah, Macedonian, there you go. That's the answer to it. He must have been trying to save fuel. They went a bit lean, as the game has given the driver of the day to Fury for that monumental last to first. But I think the viewers have given it to one slick Mofo. And there he is there. He's, well, finally on top of the track. Well, that dice there. And, well, spraying that champagne. I assure you, folks, Mofo will be grinning from ear to ear. But, yes, we have our top 3. We'll go through these timing screens for the stewards to do their things, of course. And we'll do what they do. And there they are. So, one slick Mofo wins, followed by Nodsty and Old Boy, as we will go to the fastest lap of the Grand Prix was by Nat Hammer with a 1 minute 27.095. So I'll quickly flick back up and wait for these all to flick over, for the stewards to do their thing. We'll go on a quick pause as Nodsty's just joined. I've got to get invites to Old Boy and to Mofo, of course. We'll just wait for these timing screens to do their thing. We'll go on a quick pause and I'll make sure they're in the commentary box. Give me 1 second, folks. We'll be back in a minute. Okay, folks, yes, the invites have been sent, and our third place man has just joined us in the commentary box. The banana bender himself, Mr. Old Boy, aka Footy Dad. I tell you what, mate, congratulations on that P3 20 lap old mediums. They must have felt dead towards the end, mate. How did you pull that one off?
Well, mate, they were dead. Literally, they were going to die any minute.
We were waiting for the puncher, mate. We were waiting for the puncher. We could see Fury catching ever so rapidly, but you held on, mate. And I tell you what, old boy, after a bit of a slow start, albeit from your admittance anyway, and missing the first 2 Grand Prix, that is your first podium here at Formula 4, and that is brilliant, brilliant stuff. Congratulations, mate.
Yeah, no, it actually feels really good after the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, I bet
with the DNFs I've had, and I was just hoping just to finish this race. I was never expecting to jump as many people as what I did with that early pit stop. I said, well, it's all or nothing. See if I can undercut everyone, and I'll undercut a lot more people than what I actually thought I was going to undercut.
Yeah, well, it is very powerful around here, and you did start 12th to come home 3rd with 1 pit stop, and, well, there you go. We were only 13.5 seconds off Mofo in the lead there, mate, on your dying mediums, so all credit to you, mate. Congratulations on a 3rd place, and, yeah, as we'll move to our 2nd place, man, this fellow is no stranger to the top 3, folks. Mr. Nodsty, Mr. Rockstar Racing, and I tell you what, P3 you started to bring her home in 2nd place. Great job.
Oh yeah, appreciate it. It's pretty solid drive all around, not many mistakes. I ran out of fuel at the end. That was probably the only mistake, to be honest. But I don't think I would have held one slick off anyway. He was really quick tonight, so good on one slick.
Yeah, he definitely was, and his strategy trumped you in the end, mate. As your meds were dying, his hards were just starting to come into their own, and I think that was it at the end of the day. But all credit to you, Nodsty, mate. We'll bring up these championship tables just to remind everybody how well you have been going in this particular grid, and of course, yes, there you are on top, mate, on 81 points. Nat Hammer is behind you on 68, but yes, Nat Hammer, where did he finish? He will get points, of course, we do give points, but he finished in 17th, so there's a bit of a break for you, and 2-5 in 8th place, who is 3rd in the Drivers' Championship, Macedonian in P4, Bozza P5, Fury 6th, the Stig in 7th, Shaq and Mofo, who gets a welcome fistful of points. But congratulations again, Nodsty. Another great result. You should be proud of that one, mate.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you.
No dramas. As we move to him, the Mofo. Yes, it has been a long time coming, but he's finally got the monkey off the back, folks. He's got his maiden win here at Formula 4. And I'll tell you what, Mofo, mate, you've had a tough run the last few weeks. Things haven't quite gone your way, but finally, you managed to break the monkey off the back, and, well, P1, congratulations.
Yeah, boy, did I need that one. I've had obviously a shocking season so far.
Yes, definitely. Standards.
And then, finished in Q3, and I thought, here we go again. Thought it was going to be another long race, but started on the meds, and Nodsty and don't know who else was up front, but they pulled away a lot. I might have been some Kinder. They pulled away a lot, and I was expecting them to be 6 seconds up the road when I got into 3rd, so I knew it was going to be a challenge from there. And then I had Pillars in the box in our party chat tell me on the strat. So I wasn't sure if I was going to go long and go to the softs or go to the hards when Nodsty pitted. But he said to go when Nodsty pitted, and I expected Nodsty to put on the hards. I was a little bit surprised when I saw him put on the meds, but no, it was a good drive for him. He had good pace tonight too, so
he definitely did, mate.
Yeah.
Definitely did, and it was a brilliant battle to watch. You could see yourself lining him up, and well, you chanced your arm there, mate, knowing that you had more tyre life in the bank, and well, away you went. Once you went by, it was no looking back, and well, I couldn't be happier for you there, Mofo. Let's just hope the points and the results keep flowing your way, of course. I know that you would have been hurting the last couple of weeks, but it is great to have you back in the commentary box. Congratulations on another great drive and a P1. Well done, mate.
No, thank you.
No dramas. So, folks, that is us for another week. Please hang around. There is the UK division to be streamed after this on this very channel. I hope so. I hope it all works out. But yes, it will be on this very channel, if not our YouTube channel. But well, if it's not here, it'll be there. And I'm pretty sure it will be here this week and every week from there onwards. But yes, I tell you what, that was another fantastic addition to Formula 4 Racing. We finally got a Grand Prix with no updates at the start of it. And well, there you go. That was the caliber of racing on offer. It was fantastic to be a part of that one, to bring it home, to bring it to you guys and girls at home. And I hope you've enjoyed that one. Well, I am See Me Skate. To the left of me was Mad G. He has had to disappear. But yes, we are Formula 4 Racing. For us, for now, goodbye.